Hey Riddlers, this is Allison. No one knows why, but every time Allison leaves home, something really strange happens to her. Allison went to visit her grandma. She lives in one of those apartment buildings. Allison was looking forward to a really good time, but instead, she found her grandma crying. Turns out, someone stole all her money. Allison rushed to the apartment across the hall. Maybe someone saw something. The door was open. The neighbor was trying to deal with a huge puddle under an open window. Allison asked him if he heard anything. The neighbor said he had been home for about an hour and didn't hear anything. Allison called the police and told them the neighbor was really suspicious. Why? That neighbor obviously lied. If he had really been home for an hour, he would have closed the window ages ago. There would never even have been a puddle. Allison's friend Bob invited her to a barbecue. But when she got there, she saw a police car and an ambulance. Oh no, looks like something awful happened here. Bob's wife said she found him unconscious about an hour ago. Just then, a neighbor showed up.
My house is right over there. I was just driving up when I heard a terrible scream. Oh, wait, what's that?
He reached into the coals and pulled out a charred earring. Bob's wife gasped. It was her earring. The police were about to arrest her when Allison suddenly pointed at the neighbor. Why? The neighbor said he just got here, but how did he know those coals weren't hot anymore? He planted the earring to frame Bob's wife. Last year, Allison went on vacation to Africa. Her travel agent promised her inspiring safaris and classy evening parties. Nice. But on the very first day, Allison discovered that all her jewelry was missing. There weren't many guests at the hotel. The newlyweds next door said they spent the whole day on an Amazon River tour. The old lady from the first floor said she was sunbathing, didn't see anything. And the man across the hall told her he was in bed all day, jet lag. Allison knew who took her jewelry. Do you? I hope you know that the Amazon River is in South America, not Africa. Apparently this young couple didn't know that. Good luck in jail, guys. So, Allison is quite good at geography. One day she got invited to be on a local TV show. If she answers these 3 questions, she gets the grand prize. What is the capital of Switzerland? Geneva, Bern, or Vienna? It's Bern. What is the capital of Canada? Ottawa, Vancouver, or Boston? It's Ottawa. What is the capital of Denmark? Oslo, Copenhagen, or Hamburg? It's Copenhagen. Allison got them all right. She was supposed to get her prize money after the commercials, but suddenly she saw that the host had disappeared. He took all her money. The police's theory was that he planned it in advance. Luckily, he didn't log out of Facebook on his office computer. The police checked his messenger. He had just sent a strange message to his girlfriend. Looks like he told her where he was going. They could call the airport and stop the flight, but which one? It's all about the digits. 2 letters from Atlas, that's at. 3 letters from land, lan, and 2 letters from tattoo, ta, Atlanta. In the end, the police arrested the host and Allison got her prize money. Allison and her boyfriend went camping. It was rainy and windy the night before, so the ground was all wet. Mark was telling her what he heard on the radio this morning. A burglar had escaped from prison. He could be hiding somewhere around here.
Don't be ridiculous.
They got to an open field and saw 2 tents.
Oh, hey guys. I've been here since last night. Just woke up and slept great.
Yeah, I've been here for a week now, enjoying life. It's pretty good here, except at night, the wind is kinda strong. Allison knew which one of them was lying. Who?
The first guy's lying. It was windy last night. His tent would have flown away.
Maybe he already packed up his pegs and ropes.
But he said he just woke up. That's it. I'm calling the police.
A week later, Allison came to work. There were cops everywhere. It turns out the office had been robbed. The night guard walked in. He said he was patrolling the east wing of the building, checking the doors. Just then, he heard a noise in the west wing, like something falling. He ran over. When he got there, the office door was wide open and the safe was empty.
I looked out the window and saw someone getting into a car, but the sun blinded me. I couldn't see the criminal's face.
Allison ran up to the police officers. She told them the guard was lying. How did she know? The guard said he didn't see the thief because the sun was in his eyes, but he was looking out the window to the west, but the sun rises in the east. He made the whole story up. That was a weird one, even for Allison. Allison and Mark decided to go on a trip. He wanted to spend 2 days by the sea. She wanted some fresh mountain air. She gave him a riddle. If he solves it, they'll go to the beach. She put some matches in front of him. He needs to make the figure face the other way, but he can only move 3 matches. How's he gonna do it? He needs to take these 3 matches and move them like this. Now the figure is facing in the opposite direction. Mark didn't know the right answer, but he didn't want to lose either. He begged Allison to give him another chance. This time, he gave her a riddle. During an Arctic expedition, an explorer found an ice cave. He went in. Suddenly, the entrance was blocked by a small avalanche. There were 3 passages in the cave. The first one leads to cruel pirates. The second one leads to a huge herd of mammoths. The third one leads to hungry bears. Which passage should the explorer choose? The second, of course. Mammoths have been extinct for 10,000 years. Allison got it right and went to get her backpack ready for the mountains. On their way to the mountains, Allison and Mark stopped by a store to grab some food. But just then, they noticed a little girl. She was standing near the entrance, crying. Allison wanted to help.
Someone stole my puppy. I left him here while I went inside to buy some ice cream, and now he's gone.
Allison went over to talk to the people parked nearby.
I just drove here real quick. Forgot to buy my son a birthday present. I don't like dogs. I'm a taxi driver. I'm waiting for the lady who called the cab. I'm allergic to fur. My car's been here since yesterday. I live nearby.
Allison knew that one of them was lying. But who? The third driver is definitely lying. Look at his windshield. There's a paw print on it. Maybe he just gave a ride to someone with a dog? But he said he's allergic. Something doesn't add up. Time to call the police. What about you guys? Would you get involved if you saw something strange? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye!
Ready for a quiz that will change your life? I've got a cosmic bunch of space facts for you today, but only some of them are true. You won't need a telescope, a star map, or even a calculator to answer these trivia questions. But you better watch out because they might turn your world upside down. I promise that your IQ is gonna spike up to a dangerous and crazy new high. So first things first, let's start you off with an easy one. One day on Earth is exactly 24 hours. Is that true or false? Yeah, this is just slightly wrong, so don't get too upset if your answer was true. The actual length of one day on Earth is 23 hours and 56 minutes. That's the exact time it takes the planet to spin once around the sun. Yeah, sounds like a grand conspiracy. Hey, are you already trying to calculate how different the actual calendar must be from the one we're used to? No, stop it, it's just impossible. I already tried. The hottest recorded temperature on Earth was 134 degrees. Is that true or false? Oh yeah, completely true. That's Fahrenheit, of course. And where do you think this happened? Somewhere in the middle of the Sahara Desert? No, actually. It's Death Valley, California. It holds the record for the hottest day on Earth back in 1913. In case you're used to Celsius, that's about 57 degrees. So, how about a roasting hot summer holiday? Yeah, no thanks. By the way, do you prefer hot or cold weather? I like cold weather, you know, like hot chocolate, watching movies, pajamas all day. Let me know in the comments. The North and South Poles regularly switch places. Is that true or false? North is always north, and south is always south. Isn't that what you learn in school? Well, sorry to disappoint you, but they do switch places. Not all the time, of course, but just sometimes. The North and South Poles tend to switch places once every 200 to 300,000 years. But keep calm, no magic's involved. This happens because of storms inside the Earth's core. Whoa, that's intense. They make the Earth's magnetic field shift sometimes, so not a big deal. It doesn't even have any real effect on plants or animals, just your compass. The Earth spins at approximately 1,000 miles an hour. True or false? And this is true. The Earth spins at a crazy speed. Just think about it. The fastest car in the world can reach a speed of 267 miles an hour. Wow, that's mind-blowing, right? Hey, you feeling nauseous yet? Now you can blame the speed of the Earth. Just kidding. But it's true that we're always traveling, even before we get out of bed. The craziest part is that you might be moving slower or faster than someone else. It just depends on what part of the Earth you're on right now. Like, if you're on the North or South Pole, you're just basically spinning around in one place. But if you're somewhere near the equator, like having your vacation in Indonesia or Brazil, then you're moving faster than anyone else. That happens because the Earth spins around the sun, and it spins fastest around the equator. Lucky you. Half of the Earth's land surface is desert. Is that true or false? Well, it's false, but not by much. In fact, 1/3 of our planet is partially or totally desert. What does that mean? Well, it's just another reason for us to take care of the land we actually live on. Just think about how little space we actually have. The USA is bigger than Pluto. Is that true or false? You sure you're ready for this one? Then here's the shocking truth. The distance from the west to the east coast of the US is greater than Pluto's equator. Actually, if you ever had the wacky idea to walk around the equator of Pluto, it would be just about the same distance as walking from London to Denver. Now I know why they revoked Pluto's planet status. It's tiny. The Earth is the only planet not named after a Greek or a Roman god in English. Is that true or false? Yeah, it's true. So this is another special thing about our beautiful planet. But why? Ancient people like the Greeks, Babylonians, Romans, they gave names to all the planets, but they didn't think that the Earth was a planet. That's hilarious. Well, the Earth was only accepted as a planet in the 17th century. So what did they call it? Well, scientists used the Old English word erda, which basically means ground or soil. That's so unfair. Shouldn't we come up with a better name? How about planet Dionysus? Share your ideas in the comments for a cool new Earth name. Earth is the oldest planet in the solar system. Is that true or false? Not even close. Earth is a baby. Jupiter's the grandpa around here. It was formed 1 million years after the beginning of the solar system. It started out as a small rock and gradually grew until it was the size of 50 Earths. Ah, my brain hurts. The Earth is round. True or false? People always think that the Earth is a gigantic sphere, so I can imagine that like 99% of you said it was true. And you're so wrong. Don't blame yourself, that's what we're taught in school. But the Earth isn't flat, that's just crazy. In fact, the Earth is a sphere that bulges out at the equator. Hey, the real shape is called a geoid. Ooh, fancy. This sphere is also flat on the north and south poles. That's because of the Earth's spin and gravity, that kind of stuff. So next time your parents tell you that 2 and 2 are 4 and that the Earth is round, you'll have a great comeback up your sleeve. The Earth weighs less than Saturn. Is that true or false? Saturn is the second largest planet in our solar system. Yeah, but we're talking about weight, pounds, kgs. It's actually the lightest planet in the system. Saturn's mostly made out of gas. So get ready to hear the craziest thing ever. You ready? Saturn could float on water. I mean, if you found a large enough swimming pool. So yeah, the Earth does weigh a lot more than Saturn. I mean, just imagine carrying around all those billions of people. We always see the same side of the moon, no matter where we stand on Earth. Is that true or false? Wow, this one's too easy. I'll just leave it for you guys. Tell me in the comments.